How are we? Nice round of applause for the show so far. Come on, everybody's great. I have a little story about my favorite Jew, but as Jackie the joke, and I want to give you a joke first that you can take home for your grandmother or your kids, so you can say you got a Christmas present. I know. But the guy's got a girlfriend. She has a very small apartment, so she has a very small couch. Her couch is so small that when her cat sits on it, the cat is right in the middle of the couch. So every time the guy comes over, he wants to sit down. He's got to move the cat. It's a pain in the ass. One day he shows up at her apartment. She's not there. He takes the cat, drives 10 miles, lets the cat out, comes back. Gets back to her apartment. The cat's on the couch. A couple weeks later, she's not there. He takes the cat, drives 20 miles. Comes back after he lets the cat out, and he walks in her apartment, and the cat's on the couch. You can't believe it. Next time she's not there, he drives 100 miles over the state line, goes over the river, goes down 10 blocks, turns right, goes 20 blocks, turns left, throws the cat out the window and zooms back. An hour and a half later, he calls her apartment. She answers. He says, "Is the cat there?" She says, "Yeah." He says, "Put him on the phone. I'm lost." So it's 1978, and I quit music. And to quote Rodney and Jackie Mason, to give you an idea how good I was doing in music, I was the only one who knew I quit. Okay. I was bad. I was in a three-man band, and this is a true story. After one of the shows, we're in the back room, and one of the guys in the band said to me, "Herbie and me are going to leave the band and start our own band." I said, "I'm not a rocket scientist, but if there's three of us in the band, and two of them, that's problem." So I'm playing the guitar by myself and having a good old time, and I'm living at my grandmother's house after she passed away. I'm there with my girlfriend. It's pretty lonely. I'm not making any money. Middle of the night, the phone rings, and it's my friend JR, who's down in Peru, doing what white suburban guys do in Peru. Okay, and he calls me and says, "Chief, you gotta wake up! You gotta wake up! We're having a great time down here. I just met this guy, Tennessee Bob. He told me the greatest joke. You're gonna love this joke." So I'm listening to the joke. He said, "There's this girl owner, there's a Tennessee two-bagger. That girl is so ugly, you not only got to put a bag over her head, you got to put a bag over your own head in case her bag breaks." Okay? Great joke. So I write it down. Now, I'm a joke teller. I'm not a comedian. I'm a guy who's told, I was a musician for 30 years, told jokes and jokes. I just know every joke in the world. They've stuck in my head. I don't know anything else. I graduated from Michigan State University as a mechanical engineer. I used my diploma to roll pot. Okay? And he tells me this joke. So I added one of the jokes, and I'm doing my jokes. Now, at the time, a friend of mine, Richie Minervini, he wound up being one of my best friends, and he owned the East Side Comedy Club way back in the beginning. But he would stay with us once in a while, and comedians lie to each other. We all lie to each other about how we're doing, especially in the beginning, because it's so tough. You know, there's a great joke about two Catskill comedians that live together. One guy gets a gig. He comes back, and the other guy says, "How was it?" He says, "You kidding? They loved me. They laughed at every joke. They had to wait. They were laughing at the setups. They really loved me." The other guy says, "Wait a minute, I was there. You didn't do so hot." He says, "The band fucked me up." So Richie comes in one night, and he says, "Oh, it was at Dangerfields tonight. Rodney loved me. I killed it." The reason I'm telling Rodney stories, it's Jacob Cohen. I think that's Jew I know. So he says, "Yeah, I was at Dangerfields, and I killed it. Rodney loved me. He's going to put me on TV." I said, "That's fantastic. Wow, I'm so jealous. I couldn't believe it." So I sat down, put it in a carbon copy. I typed up 6 pages of my old stupid jokes, trying to make them fit Rodney, including the Tennessee two-bagger joke. So I type them all up, Next time Richie walks in, I go, "Richie, I got the envelope with all the pages in it. Rodney Dangerfield said, 'Here, give this to your friend Rodney.'" He goes, "Oh man," he says, "I didn't get on stage the other night. Rodney wasn't even there, you know. I didn't get on it, you know." And I'm like, "You son of a bitch, I sat here and typed up." He says, "But boy," he says, "I did go to the club." And he pulls out a matchbook. Dangerfields, 1001 First Avenue, New York City. I'm like, I got nothing to lose. I got the envelope, so I just wrote the address on the envelope, popped it. A couple days later, I'm sitting there with my girlfriend. The phone rings. "Hello? Hello." So who is it? "It's Rodney." I said, "Rodney who?" He says, "I knew you were fucking funny. I could tell you were fucking funny, you know. A lot of funny stuff here. You know, this two-bagger is the funniest fucking thing ever." He wound up being his favorite joke that he ever had. Man. Love these jokes. "Why don't you come to Westbury Music Fair? You know, we'll talk. You know, there's a couple of jokes I want to buy. You know, they're pretty good stuff." So we go backstage at Westbury Music Fair. I got a ponytail down my back. I got on torn blue jeans. A beautiful girl says, "What the fuck with the hair? Jesus Christ, she's good. Hey, she's very good joke. Hey, you want a piece of fruit? Yeah, she's nice. Hey, it's all over." So I love the guy. So I write stuff for him, hang out a little bit. You don't never get close friends with these guys, but he was great, and I harassed him enough that he finally took me to Las Vegas. So we go to Las Vegas, and it's 1980. And if you're old enough to remember, there was a gas strike in 1980, back when the cars were around the block. You had to get gas every other day according to your last name, all kinds of crazy stuff. So nobody was going anywhere, let alone go to Las Vegas. So we get to Las Vegas. He's headlining at the Aladdin with Paul Williams. And there's nobody in town. The place is dead. And he's freaking out because his shows are 1/4 full. And of course, Wayne Newton has sold out houses because he give every old lady that comes into town, they give her, $100 to gamble and a free ticket to Wayne Newton. This is bullshit. They didn't buy those fucking tickets. So we do his show. He does his show. And we get done. He says, let's go for a walk. Come on. And the place is really dead. And at the time, the Aladdin Hotel was next to the MGM Grand, which since then the MGM Grand has moved. But we walked down, and it's kind of late at night, and we're stoned and we're drunk and we're coked up. We're just out of our minds from everything. And we walk down to the MGM Grand, and there's nobody in there. He knows the maitre d', he knows everybody, but there's nobody there. He didn't know what to do. So he says, this is bullshit. This is bullshit. We're walking back, and it's the sun. I don't know if I might have romanticized this a little bit, but I remember the sun was coming up. And it was like April, and it was brisk. It gets very cold at night in Las Vegas, and we're freezing. And we're walking along. We're just about to the Aladdin Hotel. He says, "You got to take a leak." I said, "Of course, I always have to pee because I drink lights." He says, "Come on!" And instead of going into the Aladdin like two human beings, we walk behind the hotel to where the dumpsters are the size of a small McDonald's. And this Josie walks up to one of the dumpsters. So he walks up to the dumpster and starts taking a leak. So I walk up to the other dumpster, and as I'm taking a leak, he turns to me and goes, "Welcome to the big time." I said, "You know how many times I'm going to tell that story?" He said, "Have a fucking party." You have a party. I'm Jack Martling. Thank you very much.